Poston was comprised of 3 camps. There was Poston 1, which accommodated 10,000 people, and Poston Camp 2 and 3 accommodated 5,000 people apiece. So half of half of the people that went to Salinas Assembly Center, we went to Camp 1 and filled up Camp 1, and the other half from the Assembly Center went to Camp 2. So the people from Salinas area, we got divided. But anyway, it was good because we got to meet people from other areas of California and made a lot of new friends. Yeah, it was Poston Block 16, Barrack 10, and Apartment A. In fact, my wife, come to find out, she was in Block 316. The heat that I encountered when I arrived at Poston, it was it was unbearable, and that just stands out in my mind to this day. The first year was very, very miserable because we didn't have any, there's no air conditioner or water coolers. They had water coolers in the mess halls. The government provided that, so that made it a little comfortable. But for us, I remember throwing a bucket of water on the wood floor just to have some moisture, though. But I don't know whether that helped or not because the humidity went up, but it felt cool. And then I remember we hung a sack. We cut the sack in half and we hung it and we poured water on the sack just to keep moisture in the room to try to keep cool. And but then the second year we were allowed to buy fans and these water coolers, and so it made living very tolerable. Yeah, that really helped. So for the second year on, it was livable. By then, we were able to water down the area around the barracks, and eventually we grew some greenery just to keep the temperature down a little. But Poston was built on the middle of the desert, and through that area they built the canal system, so we had water available. So the barracks were built with little levees. So the first year, I remember they filled all these areas with water from the canals to keep the area moist. So I would imagine that helped quite a bit to keep the temperature down, keep it cool. But that first year, it was horrible. Yes, that sandstorm was something that you had to experience to know what it's like. I knew that the dust storm was coming. Oh yes, it got dark and it's horrible. Yeah, it's an experience I don't want to go through again. Okay. The area was leveled out, so it was all loose sand. So invariably we would get the wind would come up around about the middle of the afternoon, and when that dust storm came, you couldn't see. And then inside the barracks, even though it was double roof, you could see the dust just floating down. You could just see the dust coming down. Yeah. So after it was over, we had to take everything out, dust, and clean all our blankets and dust and wash down our rooms. But like I was mentioning, we were able to get the water from the canal, so we were able to bring the water into the barrack area. So the second, third year, the dust storm wasn't quite as bad, yeah, because it was packed down with water, so that really helped. I think some of the things maybe we must have bought through the mail. We did a lot of business with the mail order houses like Montgomery Ward's or J.C. Penney's or well there, and then we bought clothing through the mail. Though they did have a PX in camp, but they had very limited supply of clothing or things. Yeah, this group pictures is my senior class picture taken in 1943 in Poston. The teacher of this class, she was a Nisei. A lot of the teachers in Poston were college students. Either they were college students or they were college graduates, and they became teachers. Plus, we had Caucasian teachers from the outside. They come in to teach us. I have a tremendous amount of respect for these teachers that had to come to a hot place like Poston to teach us. I really admire those teachers. Yeah, they they did what they could do with the equipment and the resources that they had on hand. But I thought they did a very good job of teaching us. It was one hilarious moment I had with these four people. We all lived in the same block. We were all 1943 graduates, but we didn't have any classes together. But we were all about the same age. And after we finished high school, we all got a job together delivering milk to the blocks, the kitchens, and at that age we all wanted to drive, so we all took turn driving. And this one day, this fellow Tommy Wanaga, he drove. I think at that time we all knew Tom wasn't a very good driver, but but we let him drive. And what does he do? He drives the truck into the kitchen. And so the one of the fellows, so the two of us, we laughed. It was so comical. It was so funny that he lost control of the car and drove the truck into. But this one fella, he got angry with Tom. Tom, don't you know how to use the brakes on the truck? And so we took a picture of that incident. Tom pointing to the fender of the truck where he put the dent in the fender of the truck. But I don't know if we let him drive after that incident. and and these four people I kept in contact with all these years. Yeah, but they're all gone now. But yeah, being that they were all block members, and they were all classmates, same classmates. I knew them well.